What's up, Big J? And this video is a little timing, but I just wanted to say that the reason why I love PlayStation 2 is because I grew up around that era. And I never let down on that era because this was my gaming era. Right now you see a whole list of games off my PlayStation 2 emulator, and these are the games in my list right now. And most of these I've played back then when I had the actual physical console. Majority of these I haven't touched, but the majority of the games that I have touched. Like, for example, I had the regular Virtual Fighter 4, which I should download right now, but unfortunately I ain't got enough storage on the on the hard drive, well, on the SSD over there. But Virtual Fighter 4 Evolution was a good, awesome game. I've had Time Splitters 2. I've had True Crime, which, to be honest with you, I never get to beat the game. And unfortunately, as I said before and I'll say it again, I don't really like the game as much. It's supposed to be a GTA clone, right? It's supposed to be a GTA spinoff, but it didn't really catch up to it. You know what I'm saying? These two, I was gonna get these, but during the time span over the years, I couldn't get them in time, so I missed out on the Zone of the Enders. But I did play the demo for this one, and the game was awesome. My cousin lent me this game, and I actually beat the whole season, or the whole season mode in this. My cousin had this. Shout out to my cousin, he had this. I've had Test Drive, Xeno Saga. I never get a chance to play this one. So like I said, most of the games I already missed out. I've had Twisted Metal Black. You hear the rain fall in the background. Sorry about that. I never got Beautiful Joe, but I did play this on the GameCube. I had this, and Tekken Tag. I had all three Tekkens. My cuz had Sly Cooper. I had Silent Hill 2, but this is the director's cut version, so it's not the American version. I had this. My mom actually got this for me for Christmas. This was my Christmas gift right here from my mom. So shout out to my mom. She actually got me this for Christmas. This game, if you got big balls to play this, and I'm saying it out loud on the video, if you had big balls to play this, then good luck, because this game kicks many players' ass throughout the years. And trust me, I was so lucky to make it through the last level. Unfortunately, I couldn't beat the last level. It kicked my ass, and I lost. Now, Shadow Colossus, I never get a chance to play that, so I missed out on this. But this game is awesome. Serious Sam, this is the Next Encounter. It's the PS2 version. I had this, the Classic Collection. This is basically a 3D version of all the Sega games, like Space Harrier, Outrun, Columns, and certain games. I had this. This is the sequel to one of my favorite games, NASCAR Rumble. On PlayStation 1, I had that. This is one of my favorite games. I think I had this, Ridge Racer 5. I think I did. Yeah, I did. But I never get to finish it. I never get a chance to get Pac-Man World 2, but I beat the first Pac-Man. And these three here, I never, these three, Ratchet and Clank, I played the demo, I think one of them. Never got a chance to them. Rayman 2, now I had the PlayStation 1 version. Well, it was my cousin's. Beat that. And now I have the PlayStation 2 version. I never got the PlayStation 2 version, so I missed out on that one. I had this, which I'm playing currently. Now these two here, Red Factions, I had the second one. I never get to finish the second one. I never get a chance to play the first Red Faction. Outrun, I had this one too. This was a fun game right here. But the drifting part just kind of pissed me off. I had Onimusha 3. I made it far in the game. I never get to finish it. Unfortunately, if I play it on the emulator, it will kind of lag because I gotta configure the emulator again. My cousin, which I don't want to talk too much about because me and her, we're not really talking right now. She had this game and she had a PS2. She had this game. She never got to beating the game. She never even got a chance to finish the game because I was the most one playing it most of the time and I was really good at it. These two here, Need for Speed Underground, I never got 2, but I did had Underground 1. 2, I think my cousin had 2, but I had the first one. These two here, well, one of them, my mom got me this, Need for Speed Most Wanted, in 2000. She got me this for Christmas also, in 2005, for Christmas. Undercover, I never played it, but the game's not really that good. I had this, Hot Pursuit 2. This was the best Need for Speed on PS2. I had Max Payne, I think. Did I have Max Payne? Yeah, I had Max Payne. I had bought this. I bought this also. This was my favorite game, Midnight Club 3 Double Edition. I never got a chance to play this, so I missed out. I had Minority Report. It was an okay game. It wasn't really the best. Now, these three, I had all of them. The first Street Volume 2 and 3. I beaten all 3 of them. Yeah, I beaten all 3 of them. Carbon, I didn't really like Carbon that much, but I did had it, but I had a copy version of it and whatnot. Now I was supposed to download Into the Matrix, which I did had, but one of my cousins had, one of my peoples had this game. They beat the game. I had Marvel vs. Capcom, so I had it. I think I had it on Dreamcast. Yeah, it was on Dreamcast. I had it. Also gotten it for PS2. These two, well, one of them I had Madden 2003. This was the best Madden for me. Now I never played this Madden 2001. Never get a chance to play it. When one of my peoples had it, they was big Madden fans back in the day. When Madden used to be great, and now Madden on PS5 and Xbox Series or whatever the hell you call it, it ain't that good no more. I had this game too. This was a fun game. It's called Kaluna 2. Lunatic's Veil. This was a fun game. It's similar to like Sonic and Mario. It's a side platformer. Now these two, my old friend of mine had this. Wherever he is, I don't know. I haven't heard from him in nearly decades. He lent me this game. I actually beat the game. I actually loved this. Yes, I did beat it twice. I'm still playing it on the emulator right now. It works on the emulators fine. I love this game. Kingdom Hearts 2 is a classic. One of my peoples had this too. One of my actual cousins had this. He never got to finish it, but I'm gonna finish it for him. You know what I'm saying? Since playing it. Kill Switch, another fun game. It's a really good game, though. You know what I'm saying? Here we go. The big boy. God of War 2. Never had it. Never got a chance to play it, but I did play the first one, and I think my cousin had God of War 2. He beat it. You know what I'm saying? Gradius, another fun game. I didn't had it physically back then. It was another great game too. Gradius 5 was fun. I had this bad boy right here, GT3 A-Spec, Gran Turismo, another fun game. Pretty cool. Gungrave, never got a chance to finish it. I never even got the chance to get the game, but I was close. I was close to buying it, but I never got a chance, so I missed out on that one. Ico, that's another game I missed out too. This was another fun game too, and never got a chance. Here we go. The three of the Jacks that my cuz actually had, and I never got a chance to buy it, so I missed out, unfortunately. I beat the first Jack. He lent me this game. I actually beat this one. I beat Jack 2. Beat that one. That was a fun game too. All three of them was best. That was greatest hits. Jack 3 on the other hand was on a whole new level. Like it's crazy. Love that game. All right, so we're moving up. Moving up. Okay. Freak style. I had this game. This was like a fun motorcycle dirt bike kind of game, but it was cool. My cuz had this right here. This was the beast right here. Dragon Ball Z Budokai. I love that game. Shout out to my cuz. He had this game. I think he still have it. I had this bad boy right here. Dead or Alive 2 or Hardcore. This was the addition to the original Dreamcast version, but it's on PlayStation 2 with new features and stuff like that. That's why they call it Hardcore Edition and whatnot. So now we're getting on to 2, which unfortunately I had Devil May Cry 2, but because that game was terrible, I didn't leave it in the collection. I deleted it. Devil May Cry 1, I'm a beast in this game. I love this game to death. This is a classic right here. This was a real classic. And Devil May Cry 3. Love this game too. Big hit. Love it. Now, well, an old friend of mine, his little brother lent me this game, Def Jam Vendetta. It was an old friend of mine. Right now, I don't know what's going on with him. Me and him ain't really talking. We haven't been talking for decades. It's sad, but things just happen for a reason. His brother lent me this game, and I beaten it, Def Jam Vendetta. I love this game. Actually, I did I buy this? After? I think I did, and I didn't. No. He lent me the game. Love it. These two here now, I had the first Dead to Rights. Beat the game. Never got a chance to beat Dead to Rights 2, so I missed out on that one. Okay, so we're moving up. Virtual On. It's an okay game. It's basically like a robot fighting arena game, something like that, similar to, mech games and Zone of the Enders. But it was an okay game. Crazy Taxi. I had this on Dreamcast. I did have this on Dreamcast, and I had fun with it. They got a PS2 version with bonuses and whatever. Never get a chance to get this. This was Crash. I love the Crash series. This one is called The Wrath of Talk. I love this game. This monster right here. Now this, if you a true gamer and you love Konami, which to this day, I mean, I love the old days when Konami was cool, but now I just don't rock with them no more. Contra kicked so much ass. Like, if you a hardcore gamer, like if you a true Contra hardcore gamer, this game will kick you in the nuts. Like, it's literally a hard, difficult game, and I had a hard, difficult time trying to beat the stages. Like, the monsters, the enemies, like the AI on this game, the artificial intelligence on this, is smart as hell. This game was the most difficult. This and Shinobi were two of the hardest games I could never imagine beating. Chaos Legion never had gotten a chance to play it, but it was an alright game. I think I had it on PC. Now this one, Castlevania Curse of Darkness, this was a fun game. For some reason, I never ever got a chance to actually play it on the actual PS2 console I had back then. Now I had this bad boy right here, Capcom vs SNK2. I love that game. It was a fun game. Marco Millennium. They had a EO version for Xbox that my other cousin had. You know what I'm saying? I had this version. This was the original version. I love this game. Burnout. This is another fun game. I love this. I had this one. It's just basically called smashing. It's like Demolition Derby, but it's crazy. It's wild. Alright, so going all the way up to the top. I had Burnout 3. Another fun game too. This was a classic. Had Burnout 2, never get to finish it. Actually, I never got to finish 3, actually. But I made it far on the 3. I unlocked most of the cars. 2 was crazy. It was wild. You know what I'm saying? It was epic. Now, the Bouncer, as much as I did love the game back then, but as an adult now, coming to find out that this game was so boring. It was so repetitively boring, and the story didn't make no sense. Is why I'm bashing it now. But this game was fun on multiplayer because I had well, one of my peoples had a multi-tap, and all of us had fun with the game. So, if you're into fighting games and you into, had hooked up 4 controllers with the multi-tap, this was an okay game. But other than that, it's not really that interesting. And it kind of disappoint me because it's from a company that made Final Fantasy. But you know what I mean. Now, Bloody Roar 4, I had 3, and I think I had 2. Did I have? No. 2 and 1 was on PlayStation. I had 3. I like this game. It's a cool fighting game, but it wasn't really all that. So, skip that. This one, I never get a chance to buy it, unfortunately. So, I missed out on Black. But this one is... whew, boy. And shout out to EA. EA, they did a really good job making this game possible. But this one was crazy. It's like Call of Duty, but on steroids. Now, this one I'm very interested. This one was very interesting because I had bought this game just to play it, and this was called Automobilista. This was like a simulator, similar to similar to Gran Turismo 3, but it's basically a racing simulator. But it was cool because of the graphics. And when I say the graphics was more cartoony looking. And it was made by Capcom, which is the same company that made, the Street Fighter series, the Resident Evil series, and the Devil May Cry series. So it was a pretty awesome game. It was pretty fun. Now we're moving on to 2 more games, which I never get a touch, but I think my people's had Area 51. This was an okay FPS shooter. It wasn't the best, but it was made by my rest in peace to Midway. Same company made all the great arcade games and NBA Jam series and etc. and even the NFL Blitz. But it was an okay game. It's not really the best game, but it was okay. Now, I saved the best and the worst for last. Ape Escape 2 was made by Sony. I had the first Ape Escape and I beat that first one. This one, it's all right. It's okay. It's not the best, but it's all right. You know what I'm saying? So there you have it. That's most of the game list that I have on the computer right now. I'm running it on the emulator. Matter of fact, let me load up the let me start the BIOS real quick. Hold on a second. Oh man, hold on. Why is it? Hold on. Damn it. Okay, it's blinking 2 lights on my controller. I don't know what's going on. Hold on, give me a minute. Give me a second. Alright, we're back. Alright, there we go. Let's see what's going on with the memory cards. Okay, so I'm in the BIOS on the emulator. So it says PS2 on it because it is a PlayStation 2 emulator. And let's go on to the BIOS real quick. Let's check out the memory card. Good grief. Look at all these saves. Jeez. So, these are all my game saves. I got Need for Speed Most Wanted in here. Got the Bouncer, Rayman. Yeah. I even got the Jack series games here. Here's the Jack and Daxter series too. Yeah. Oh, it's good. Okay, so there's more game saves in here also. Yikes. Okay, so that's Black's data. There's the Devil May Cry game save with lady on it. Sly Cooper. There's NBA Street, MDK2, I really didn't like that game, so I'm about to delete that game save. Let me get rid of that. So if you notice, the memory card says 25,219 kilobytes free. That's basically I basically set up a 32 megabyte PS2 card. So that's what you're seeing there right now. And that's Kingdom Hearts 2. I got my character on level 14, so he's on level 14 right now at the moment. I'm still at Seaside Shack on the first one. And that's Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2, so there you go. That's the first memory card. Here's the second one. What the hell? I don't even know where that came from. That was so funny. So there you have it. That's the PS2. That's the browser. Let's check out the system settings. So that, imagine that. Okay, so let me shut this down. So there you have it. PlayStation 2 emulator. I love this console. I love the console back then. And I love the game lineup and everything. You know what I'm saying? This is the reason why I said, and I said this before and I'll say it again. Anything after this generation, hell no. This was the generation that I love the most. PlayStation 2 was the best generation because of the game lineup. You know what I'm saying? These are all the games I had. Most of them I had and some of them I didn't have. You know what I'm saying? And some of them that my cousins and them had. And, you know, things just happen for reasons. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. I will be adding more, but I have to get a new SSD. Hopefully, I'll probably get a 2 or 4 terabyte. I'm going to download most of the games. I'm just going to download some more. But this is my lineup here. This is most of my collection right now. Oh, I forgot to talk about most of the games that I didn't tell you about. One of my peoples had Smuggler's Run 2. He had the first and the second one. He had a PS2 back then, but he had Smuggler's Run 2. It was an okay game. SVC, I mean, I played this in the arcade, but it wasn't really all great. Now, these two here, I love these two. These two are actually fun. State of Emergency is made by Rockstar, the same company that made GTA. Rockstar is basically like Dynasty Warriors, but more crazier and more violent. You know what I'm saying? One of these days I will do a gameplay of this someday and show you how crazy and wild it is. Now, Street Fighter EX3, I did have this game. I love it, but it wasn't the best. It just wasn't that great. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, you see my lineup. I have. You see the collection that I have right now. These are all the games I have. I have these in a folder separately. Matter of fact, let me show you the folder. Hold on a second. Let me show you the folder real quick. Okay, so these are the folders here with all the ROMs in it. That the games here, you see all the games here are in a separate folder on the desktop. I just marked the PS2 games. And these are all the games that you see in the folder right here. And you see how big the files are. I'm gonna show you how big the folder is. Because it took up a lot of space, like a lot of storage. Look how much storage it took up over. I got 98 games in here, 98. So what you see here is basically 98 freaking games. I can say, yeah, it's close to 98 games. These are 98 games that you see here. And 98 games. Look how much all these PlayStation 2 games took up 195 gigabytes. Because these are all, some of them are basically CD and DVD based games. The CD-based games, they only take about at least 700 or 600 megabytes, because those are CD-ROM based. But the other games are DVD based, are going to take up a lot of storage because of how big these game files are. So it's close to, this is almost half my SSD going right here. 195 gigabytes of storage. Yeah, it's 195 gigs. So that's crazy. So there you have it, my PlayStation 2 lineup. And there you go. Will I ever get a PS2 console in the near future and probably modify it to run all these on a hard drive? Maybe, maybe not, because the way how things right now is, the situation, especially with shipping and handling and etc. It's going to take a process. But I will, if I do have the chance, I will order one. But I do have to get a TV eventually, because I want to do a video me modifying the system. Not hardware modifying it, but software based, because I have to get the memory card, I have to get the hard drive, etc., and just completely modify everything myself. But for now, I'm using an emulator because I don't have the physical system. So unfortunately, I'm running everything on emulation, and this is it here. This is my collection. See what I'm saying? And just to show you that I'm not BSing, let me run, because I'm gonna have to turn the volume down. Let me run an example. I'm gonna run. Hold on, before I need to fix something real quick. Turn the fast boot off, because it will skip the intro of the PlayStation 2's logo. So let's run that one time. There we go. Man, that is classic. I love when it loads up like that. Alright, the game should load up in a minute. Ah, there we go. No save data found. Oh, that's fine. I'll, oof. Ooh, it just... Up, there we go. The reason why I turned the volume, I don't want to get copyrighted. I don't want to get a copyright claim. I had too many copyright claims already. So there you have it, see? The game's loading up, pretty cool. Yeah, some of the characters are missing. That's fine. I know what to do. I'll get the game save, and I'll probably just yeah. Hold on, my controller just shuts off on me every time. It does this every time. So there you have it. It's PlayStation 2. See? Matter of fact, I'm trying to see if I could do it with one hand. Basically, if I do it with one hand, should be no problem. Hey, Chief, we're gonna take you for a ride. Too bad I've... Matter of fact, let me turn it up a little bit. Okay, let's see. Now, the reason why I'm not playing the fighting games is because this controller's D-pad is like crap beyond crap. Pick Venom. We are Venom. Select random. Where the hell is it? Alright. I'm just showing y'all an example of how this thing was gonna run. Alright, hold on, let me Oh, let me just set this up real quick and show you exactly what I mean. I said PlayStation 2 is the best. Let's sort this out. Okay. Seriously? Damn it. Hold on. Sorry, just doing that. There we go. Yeah. See, at points, at some time, the D-pad, it does what it does. But it plays, though. Okay, so you get the idea. Alright, let's shut this thing down. Okay, so there you have it. PlayStation 2. What can I say? I grew up with this system. Unfortunately, I had to get mine on my birthday in 2002 because it was over $300 when it first came out in October 2000. Yes, I remembered everything. It came out on October 2000 for $299. Yes, $299 USD. Okay. It was released in I think it was released in Japan first in '99. I think that was after the Dreamcast, right? So the system was out after the Dreamcast because it was in competition with the Dreamcast. Unfortunately, the Dreamcast lost, right? I'm gonna do a video on the Dreamcast games and show you what the Dreamcast I had. I have the Dreamcast emulator also. But the PlayStation 2, it sold over 160 million consoles worldwide, and it sold over nearly close to 6,000 games. This was one of the greatest consoles of all time in the 2000s. See what I'm saying? In the early 2000s, all the way up to the early and mid 2000s, and it was the greatest console of all time, and it still is one of the best-selling systems to date. And I still play it in 2025. I know I'm getting old, but at the end of the day, at least I'm playing it, and then and that'll be the end of it for me. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course, turn on your notifications because I will keep you up to date. I will still come out with more gameplays, but unfortunately my laptop hasn't been doing very well, even though it's a new laptop. Hopefully I get a gaming laptop somewhere in the future. So I just hope you stay posted. I'll keep you up to date with new gameplays and let's plays. Friday I will be doing a live stream. I'm gonna try to get the live stream up and running this time perfectly, and do a part 2 and show you my progress of my theme park and roller coaster tycoon 3, right? So I hope you stay tuned and everything. This is your boy Big J, and I'll say out. So peace out, everybody.